so here is our purchase, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and work quickly through it and separate everything, take the fresh produce into the kitchen and show you exactly what we got, because everything is in bags right now. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with the cold items, because I need to put this stuff away quickly to make sure it doesn't go bad. Okay, so we have 6 of this imperial vegetable spread, and then we ended up getting 2 of the cauliflower, 2 mixed vegetables, and 2 packets of the steamable green bean. Then I have a bag of onions, some of these tangerines or cuties. This ones came from Walmart, but the fresh produce and vegetables, the rest of the vegetables came from the international market. So I have 2 bags of lemon, I have some bananas, I have 2 celery hearts, I have some green peppers, can you see? Some broccoli, this one came from Walmart as well. Some green onions, a bag of cilantro. Look at this cilantro from the international market, guys. Look at this. Look at this. This is huge compared to what we get at like a Food Lion or Walmart. And all 3 of this was only 99 cents. That's why I love shopping for some produce at the international market. And if you guys are in the Maryland area, we do drive an hour plus to go to this grocery store. It's called Best Buy, and it's in Laurel. I'm not affiliated with them, not endorsing anybody here. I'm just telling you where I get my stuff. So I already showed you that. Then we have a bag of potatoes. This bag of potatoes came from Walmart. Then the celery, and then these are all right here. These are all banana leaves for tamales. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 of those frozen banana leaves. So anyway, let me show you the meats now. Now this is also from Walmart, and this is the leg and quarters. A lot of people back home like to make their tamales with chicken breast. I can't stand it. I feel that the meat comes out too dry. I just don't like it. So I rather use the chicken leg and quarters, chicken thighs, or just chicken legs. It just depends. So I always tell people ahead of time, like, hey, when I'm making tamales, I don't use chicken breast. Are you okay with that? But anyway, so this is chicken quarters, and then these are chicken drumsticks, and this one is another bag of chicken quarters. And I took these ones out of the freezer, you guys, because we got this yesterday evening. So I put them in the freezer because I wasn't going to be able to film until today. Then we got the rest of the stuff, so I gotta go put them back into the freezer. And that was a huge mistake, because now they're all frozen solid, and I won't be able to separate them until I'm getting ready to cook them, which it's okay. I'm still going to use all of it to make the tamales. And then I just have a pack of hot dogs and a pack of lunch meat. And then in the blue bag, I have some mackerel fish, but we just kept that in here. I think it's about 4 mackerel fish. Let me wash my hands. So that is pretty much all the fresh stuff. Let me put this stuff away, sort these things out, and then I'll bring you guys back to show you all of the canned items and other produce that we got for the pantry. Now these are the other pantry items that we purchased. Let me just go ahead and get you through exactly what I have here. And as you can see, somebody has been stealing my lemon cookies, and I want to know who. I'm like, come on now, can I just at least get the stuff filmed and, you know, put it away before y'all start digging into my sweet treats? But anyway, that's what happens when you got children. They will find the sweet stuff, trust me. Now we normally don't consume a whole lot of chickpeas, but there are 2 Panamanian dishes that I make that I love. They calls for chickpeas, and I also like to have a little bit on hand to make hummus, but we only bought 3 packs. We already have probably half of a container, so there's no need for me to buy too much of that. I also got a few little things of garlic, and this is just like puny little garlic, but hey, I need some. I had none. And then my husband got 2 containers of the peanuts, and those are for me to roast them for him. 6 containers of the old-fashioned oats. And I also got 1 chicken stuffing, or I'm the only one that eats stuffing during Thanksgiving, so I always buy just 1 box. So this is for me. I also got some giant campfire roasters, marshmallows, some parchment paper. I've already used all of the chicken stock that I can. I am going to can some more because I did find a rooster in my, a dead rooster of course. I did find a rooster in my freezer that it was a gift from a friend of mine, and I don't particularly care for the taste. It was too gamey for me. My husband loved it, but I didn't really like it. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it into chicken stock. But I ended up getting 3 of this chicken broth containers just in case. I'm going to make a upside down pineapple cake. And behind that I have 1 container of applesauce, and then I buy this Pediasure for my son because he doesn't really eat much of, he doesn't really eat a whole lot of meats and the vegetables. I have to put them in the smoothies for him, so I want to make sure that he's getting, you know, sufficient vitamins and stuff like that. And then I have this cranberry jelly. Don't judge me. Sometimes you have to take shortcuts, and this is going to be my shortcut this year. So don't judge me. So, alright, so here I have some pumpkin pie spice and some nutmeg, ground nutmeg. I do have some nutmeg on the actual nut, but you know, this is going to make it easier during the holidays. And one of these imitation vanilla flavors. I do have to find a recipe on how to make it. I believe Whirlpool Holler, I think she has a recipe, so I have to go and check her. If not, Homestead Heart, I know for sure she has a recipe, but I don't have all the ingredients, so for the holidays I'm gonna have to go with this stuff. Then I have about 4 containers of this kosher salt, and that's before my husband discovered the other purchase that we have that I'll show you later. So I ended up getting this, and this is what I use for canning. And then I have 6 of this tomato basil pasta sauce. I can my own, but I don't have enough for the year, you guys, so I can't, you know, not have enough. So this is going to supplement what I've already canned. So I have 4 packs of pineapple jello and 2 of strawberry. And back here, let me see if I can show you. Gotta move some stuff around. It's a big can of Nido. Have to move some stuff around. Give me a second. Okay, so here's the Nido milk. Now we usually buy a different kind from the international market, but they didn't have the one that we wanted. Is literally like $37 now, so we ended up having to settle for this one. It is also by Nestle, and it's also a Nido, but it's a different one. So we ended up getting the dry whole milk instead, and then this chocolate drink mix instead of the Milo. This was cheaper than buying Milo. And like I said, when you have children, tell me why this is halfway. We got this last night, you guys. Last night. It did not survive. Last night. So she opened it. She did fill one of the containers, but they helped themselves to it this morning for breakfast. So instead of the Fruit Loops, I always buy this Tutti Frutti. I think that's what it's called. Instead of buying Fruit Loops. And it's the same exact thing. So this is way cheaper. Moving on with the purchase, this is what I buy instead of the honey bunch and oats. I think that's what it's called. I buy the Great Value almond crunchy honey oats and this crunchy honey oats that is just the plain one. This one has the almond flavor, and this one has, you know, no almond. If I don't get this one, then I'll buy the ones from Food Lion, which are still cheaper than the brand name. And there goes my 2 packs of lemon cookies. Here's one. See? You see this? And here's the other. And then I have one jug of cranberry juice and 1 of apple juice to replace the ones that we use from the pantry. Now here are a few additional items that we purchased for the pantry, and just have some feminine products, some mouthwash, you know, hand sanitizer. I mean, not hand sanitizer. What is this? Hand soap. And we got some deodorant, my face cream, feminine wash, lotions, toothbrush, toothpaste, and dental floss. I also picked up a few supplies for the children for arts and crafts because I ended up having to pull them both out of the public school. The first quarter of school, my son literally was out an entire month because he kept getting colds back to back to back, and they were getting worse. So I decided to go ahead and pull him. And then my high schooler, she never adapted to going back to middle school. She went to middle school instead of from homeschooling. She went to her last year of middle school, and that was in order to kind of sort of help her transition into public high school, but she did not like it. Now she's still on a roll, and she received the presidential award or scholarship or something like that, presidential scholar award, but she just doesn't like it. So I pulled them both. So these are just a little supplies for the arts and craft. I went ahead and got 2 more of this cold and flu, and let me show you. I have been busy, guys. I have been busy. So I have some kidney beans back there, and I also have some vegetable stock, and the vegetable stock is only tomato juice and like a little bit of the tomato pulp that was left over after I processed my last batch of frozen tomatoes. You know me, nothing goes to waste. So anyway, so the tomatoes that I processed, I ended up having 3 jars of the tomato sauce, but this is more like a tomato puree than a tomato sauce. And then I have, what is this? 13 of the ground beef, and then the skins from the tomatoes, I turn them into tomato powder. And you guys, you can see when your child is helping you, you end up with little faces on your letters. But that's okay. I'd rather her to decorate the jars and, while she's learning and having fun at the same time. And then next to that, and I'm trying to get all the ground beef out of the refrigerator. So this is spaghetti meat sauce that I have here. So all of this is spaghetti meat sauce. And then I have 6-7 pineapple chunks. And then 2 more of that vegetable stock. Now I do know how to make my own bread, you guys, but I'm still trying to take things easy because I have those moments where I don't know where I'm going to end up on the floor. My hands just start trembling and stuff like that, and I don't want to start a batch of bread and then not be able to finish it. So I'm only taking tasks as I feel strong enough to be able to do it, and making bread right now is not going to be one of those. Even with my new KitchenAid, I made an attempt and I was not able to finish it, and I was like, forget that. So we are going to be buying our bread for now. The only bread that I'm going to be making is our Panamanian fried bread or hojaldas, because that is very, very easy. You just leave it overnight and the next day you can fry it. And there's really no needing to that. So this will be a helper. These are the bulk items that we purchased from Restaurant Depot, with the exception of the 2 blue bags. That those are from Walmart. Now I wish I would have waited. I ordered the granulated sugar from Walmart, and I ended up paying more because it was way cheaper buying them at Restaurant Depot. So I just went ahead and told my husband to pick 1 more while he was there to make it 75 pounds. Now next to that is the salt, and each of the bag is 50 pounds, so we have 100 pounds of salt, and that is all-purpose salt. Now I use a lot of kosher salt, and I did get a few little jars from Walmart, but again, when my husband was there and he was showing me the different types of salt that they had, I also noticed that they had the kosher salt, and I was like, nope, let me go ahead and get it and have it here ready because I'm going to be canning a whole lot next year by God's grace, because I am praying and hoping for a good harvest next year. But let me show you what the inside of each one of those boxes look like. So each box has 9 of this, and each one of these has 48 ounces. So we have plenty of kosher salt to go for a long time. And then next to that, I went ahead and purchased some more jasmine rice, and I went ahead and got the Restaurant King, which is the flavor that I like. And that is going to be it for this video. And if you like the contents of this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your family and friends. Also, if you have not already subscribed, please consider subscribing, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that way you're notified every time that I post a new video. Until next time, may the Lord bless you, may the Lord keep you, is my prayer for you. You have a wonderful day.